मंजिल आसमानों की, परिंदों को नहीं दी जाती तालीम उड़ानों की। रखते हैं जो हौसला आसमान छूने का, रखते हैं जो हौसला आसमान छूने का, उनको नहीं परवाह गिर जाने की। Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. ख्यालों की गुल्लत लफ्जों का पिटारा, ख्यालों की गुल्लत लफ्जों का पिटारा. This pretty lady is Bhagishri from beautiful city Satara. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Bhagishri Mohan, and I extend a very warm welcome to each one of you. It takes me an immense happiness to welcome such a wonderful crowd over here. आप सबका हम तहे दिल से स्वागत और अभिनंदन करते हैं. We extend a very warm welcome to High Commissioners, Ambassadors of all the African countries over here, all the dignitaries present over here, all the esteemed guests and हमारे सारे sponsors. Well, in India, the culture has been started from business. I'll tell you a very famous mythological story, a very famous Indian mythological story. All of them, those who are sitting behind, everybody knows it, but this is specifically for all of you. So, the story is of Lord Hanuman. You all must be knowing him. Lord Hanuman. Lord Rama's wife Sita ji was hijacked by Ravan and was taken to Sri Lanka. Can I please request all these beautiful ladies to settle down jaldi se? I'll tell you a very beautiful mythological story. Lord Rama's wife Sita was taken to Sri Lanka by Ravan. She was hijacked and taken to Sri Lanka. And Lord Hanuman, who used to worship Rama, who used to worship Lord Rama, went to Sri Lanka to get Sita ji returned back. And out of anger and to show the significance and show the power, what Hanumanji did was he burned entire Sri Lanka by using the oil, using the tail. He had a tail by using the oil, which was कहाँ से था? Which was Sri Lankan, है ना? Which was Ravana's. The oil was used, which was Ravana's. The fire was used, that was again Ravana's, and he burned the entire Lanka. Here, with the first lesson of business he taught us, and that is zero investment, 100% profit. And that is the heritage of India, ladies and gentlemen. We, Global India Business Forum, the GIBF, is dedicated to creating a worldwide business community to enhance global business opportunities. GIBF brings together professionals from various sectors, especially Indian micro, small and medium enterprises, offering them platform to expand globally. Once again, we are extending a very warm welcome, moving towards the first scientific session by Her Excellency Professor Joyce Kakurmatsi Kikafunda, High Commissioner of Republic of Uganda. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a huge round of applause. Her Excellency Professor Joyce Kakurmatsi Kikafunda is a High Commissioner of Republic of Uganda to the Republic of India. She is Ugandan diplomat and academic who served as High Commissioner in Uganda and United Kingdom since 2013. Her Excellency is a Professor of Agriculture and Food Science at Makerere University. She has been involved with projects of eradicating poverty and reduce childhood malnutrition. She was also a member of Board of Trustee of the International Rice Research Institution from 2010 to 2015. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Beautiful and vibrant, Her Excellency Professor Joyce Kakurmatsi Kikafunda.
Thank you very much, young lady. You have introduced me so well, and you have spoken my middle name, which is usually a tongue tighter, a tongue twister, very well. Thank you very much, Madam MC. Thank you. I think our chief guest has gone, but respected chief guest, You have been here in the morning and the words you said were very good. So I hope Dr. Jitendra will take those words. My greetings and thanks to her. Then Dr. Jitendra Joshi, the president of Global Indian Business Forum, and Madame Dipali, who is the co-founder and I think they say the Secretary General. My colleagues, excellencies, ambassadors, and high commissioners, thank you for coming. Here we are, Africa. Thank you, thank you. Members of Global Indian Business Forum here in Pune, and I believe in the whole of India. I think yesterday I saw my friend, Madame Ritu. I don't know if she's here, all the way from New Delhi. So I think these are all distinguished businessmen and women, both of Pune and the whole of India. Then not forgetting our students, whom are international students who have joined the association, and the ladies and gentlemen. I have been introduced, my name has been said, my country has been said, so I will just go and continue and tell you and give you greetings from Uganda High Commission in New Delhi, where I and my colleagues come from. I didn't come alone. I came with my staff, Miss Sophie Runji. She's the commercial officer. We call it now diplomatic, commercial diplomacy, so that we are not just diplomats and whining and dining, but we are doing business. How about that? So we have a commercial officer. So after I have opened and given some curtain raiser, she will come and tell you all about investing in the part of Africa, and that is Uganda. I've also come with one of the other officers, our welfare officer, who is my right-hand man. Can't travel without him. He has also accompanied here to a beautiful city of Pune. Let me start by thanking the founders and organizers of this forum, the India, Africa, Global Business Conclave. I would like to thank Dr. Jitendra and Madame Dipali for the kind invitation. These people didn't just send the invitation. They sent the invitation and they followed it physically and brought it to my office. So, however busy I was, how can I refuse such an invitation? So, I decided, let me go and see what these people have planned. And so far, it looks very, very beautiful. I just want to give you a little background of the relationship between India and Uganda. And before that, maybe the relationship between India and Africa. Of recent, the relationship between India and Africa has gone really, really up. Our historical relationship are similar. We have similar cultures. We have similar values. Going over, spanning over centuries. But of recent, the relationship has really gone 100% plus. If you look at the way India helped Africa during the pandemic, giving us vaccines, much needed medicines, PPEs, you would know that these are real, real friends. He's as excited about it as all of us. The chief guest talked about it. You can see that really India is very, very serious when they say they are going to be the voice of the global south. And we thank them so much. We thank the leadership of Honorable Shri Narendra Modi and his team. Thank you very much. Now coming to my own country, Uganda. You may know or you may not know, but Uganda is called the Pearl of Africa. And this is because it is so beautiful. It is one of the most beautiful countries on the globe. My commercial officer will tell you more about that. But India and Uganda, our relationship, our bilateral relationship have gone beyond relationship. We have become friends, real friends, almost like relatives. Because even when the PM came to Africa to address the African continent, he did it from the Parliament of Uganda. So we really value our friendship and we believe it is going up and up. Of course, our history has not always been good. Many of you, the young and the old, know what happened in the early 1970s when our ruler, who was, I think, disorganized in the head, chased away many thousands and thousands of people of Indian origin. So that was a part that is part of our history. We can't erase it, but of course, we can do better. When our president, His Excellency, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, came into power many years back, he said no. The Indians must come back, claim their property, settle down, and be one of us. Friends, as I talk, there are more than 30,000 people of Indian origin in Uganda doing business, settling down, living side by side with the Ugandans. And the Indian community, Indian business community, contribute a staggering 65% of the tax revenue of the country. So, surely, such a very important friends, countrymen and countrywomen, how can you say go away? We just heard from, the G20 theme of India. It's one family, one planet, one future. So now there is a tribe in Uganda called Indian, added to our tribes, which we are many like here. So there is a tribe called Indian. So that is why we are excited that we are here. When I was posted here, from where I started, which the MC announced, when I was posted here, I was so happy. I said, I'm coming home. Now, going to the theme of the conference, of the Conclave, which my colleague will talk more in detail, but I want to tell you that there are many business opportunities in Uganda, in the Pearl of Africa. Many. I will just summarize only 10 priority ones. There is opportunity in agribusiness. Agribusiness, value addition is like our number one because Uganda is an agricultural country. Therefore, we have a lot of agricultural produce, but we lack the technology to add value and then be able to export them to our friends like in India. Then we have opportunities in infrastructure. We have developing new cities. We need roads, we need railways, we need all kinds of infrastructure. Then in the you come and start your business in Uganda. We like that more than just trading. Instead of coming to buy the medicine here, you come and open your plant in Uganda. We have the sector of real estate. Real estate, our population is now 50 million. Of course, compared to yours at 1.4, it seems nothing, but the size of our country. So we don't have enough houses. And it's not only houses, because as I said, we are developing new cities. You may ask, why are you developing new cities? And this is because in the middle of 2000s, we discovered oil and gas. Oil and gas in one area of our country. So we want to develop new cities there. And that makes also oil and gas another of our priority areas to invest in. From 2005, we've been working day and night to develop our oil and gas sector. And the reason is because we want this oil to be a blessing and not a curse like it is in some countries. Then we have in the sector of energy. And of course India, you shine there. Solar energy, wind energy, hydro energy, clean energy. Because we are conscious of the environment. We have investment opportunities in industrial parks. We have now 20 industrial parks, but some of them are not yet developed. They need roads, they need water, they need electricity. So there is investment in that. Then there is tourism, the sleeping giant. Tourism, I told you, Uganda is the pearl of Africa, very beautiful. There are mountain gorillas. We share them with our neighbors, Rwanda and DRC Congo. But Uganda, we have the biggest number. It is their home. So, and that's not all. There are many national parks. We have birds. Uganda is the birding country of the world. We have primates. So, and of course, I think with Indians being the same culture as us, you don't just come to see the animals. You come to see the people. We have the most friendly people on planet Earth. I think we are the third friendliest people on Earth. So you come, people to people links. No animals are good, you can see them, but you come to see the people, to see the Africans. The Ugandan Indians there, and also the native Ugandans. Yes, then we have minerals. We have so much minerals and untapped. Actually, the country is sitting on minerals. If you lift it off, it is all minerals. I think the only mineral we don't have is diamonds. We have gold, we have copper, we have lithium, we have iron ore. You name it, we have it. So we need investors in that area. And lastly, we have ICT, electric and infrastructure in ICT area is very much needed. So, as you can see, and my commercial officer will tell you more about it, we have a lot of areas of where you can invest. Most of these is still really raw, waiting for you. Excellencies, distinguished participants, as I conclude, allow me to tell you of something very, very important, very, very exciting that is coming in 2 days' time, actually on Saturday. On Saturday, this coming Saturday after tomorrow, the long-awaited Uganda Airlines is coming, is touching down on Indian soil. Thank you for, I'm so excited. And for that matter, tomorrow I will leave you and head to Mumbai to start preparing to welcome that long-awaited baby. I don't know if any of you have ever waited for a baby. Me, I have. My goodness, the excitement. So, once that airline is starting in Mumbai, then later it will go to Delhi, then Chennai, then Ahmedabad, then Hyderabad. The sky is the limit. Isn't that going to boost business? Yes. Isn't that going to boost tourism? Yes. Isn't that going to boost people connect? Yes. We are going to be truly one. Truly one. I will tell you, one time when I was giving a speech like this, saying Indians, you are our friends, you are our... One member of parliament corrected me. He said, High Commissioner, I think you are wrong. I said, now, what have I said? He said, we are not just friends, we are relatives. We are relatives with Uganda. So now, with this air connectivity, we are going to be really, really close. Well, let me stop. Mine was actually curtain raiser. Now I'm taking to my... Never give a professor a mic. She will talk and talk. But I thought I would just stimulate you enough to listen to the young lady. So I would like to stop here and once again thank the organizers for inviting us, for inviting me. Tell you the truth, even my health is not good, but I said I'm not going to miss coming to beautiful Pune, and here I am. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you, Excellencies, distinguished guests. Thank you, and may the good Lord bless you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Namaste. Yeah. My name is Sophie. Virunji is my surname. My name is Sophie. I'm officer in charge of commercial diplomacy. And Your Excellency, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to at least make a presentation before this important audience. As per now, Her Excellency has almost touched in so many areas. I don't want to come in and spend a lot of time and water down her presentation, but what I'll do is I'll take you brief. My presentation just highlights, and then I will, at the end of it all, I'll share the copy of my presentation to the people who are interested in investing in Uganda, and I'll have time to meet them. Actually, today we have not only come to market, we have come to take you to go with us. Because Uganda is your home. We have 35 million Indian diaspora in Uganda. And most of them are business people from Gujarat. We have lived with them from the time before independence, and up to now we are moving together. Actually, when I look at Indians, I don't look at them as foreigners, I look at them as brothers. So, come home and invest and develop your country. Because your brothers have been there and they have invested, and they are the backbone of our economy. They contribute 65% to our GDP. So you can see how important you are. So we feel you should still add more. Join me in a journey to Uganda. You have to see the beautiful country, but I would invite you to physically come and visit Uganda and see the beauty for yourself. I will not spend a lot of time talking about the beauty.
And at the end, there is a wonderful new world.
Come visit and see the beauty. Everything you've seen here, you will see it live. And we have a funny animal called gorillas. Gorillas, their home is Uganda, but they're very funny. They have friends in the neighboring countries. And daytime, sometimes they cross into the neighboring countries to meet friends, to meet girlfriends, to meet. Then in the evening, they come home, because home is home. So we have the biggest number. We have fresh water bodies and everything. So I shouldn't go much into that, but please visit Uganda and see for yourself. Uganda Africa. You can see. Let's go faster so that we don't waste time. Uganda is neighbored with the neighboring countries. You can see. I don't want to waste a lot of time. Her Excellency had already talked about it. You can see Tanzania, Kenya. These are our brothers and the rest. Uganda is a land-linked country, but it is a land-linked, but we access the port through Mombasa, so we call it a land-linked because it's in the middle, surrounded by the neighboring countries. It enjoys a unique location. It's talking about the neighboring countries, and it's also talking about the products. When products are made from Uganda, they don't lack market. The market is in abundance because every product made from Uganda, the neighboring countries come for it. They come for it and they make the prices of the products manufactured from Uganda expensive because the demand is available. So we consider ourselves being located in a strategic place as Uganda. The country's population is right now is like 48 million people, but out of the 48 million people, the 75% of it are youth, energetic people who are yearning for jobs, who are there to be employed and trained to suit the specific requirement of a company. So when you invest in Uganda, you don't need to travel with people from here. You just go and recruit and train them the way you want them to work, and you're good to go. So they are energetic, well-trained, well-educated, so you don't need to travel with people from here. That is the life expectancy. I'll not say much. Then other facts about Uganda. The way I'm being taken speedy, I'm sorry, I might not be able to explain a lot, but what I can do is I can share a copy of my presentation with people who are interested in doing that. Can we go to, we have oil. We have oil, and I think by 2025 we'll be able to benefit from the oil. Next, why Uganda? Why Uganda? It's a very important and interesting question. Why? Because of its beauty, because of its friendly people. When you go to Uganda, you don't want to come back. Many Indians have gone to Uganda and they have remained there. That's why we have 35 million people. We have 35,000, not million, 35,000 people. And these 35,000 people, some of them went and settled and they feel Uganda is their home. Investment opportunities, we have multiple. Her Excellency had already talked about it. We have in agriculture, value addition, tourism. This you cannot rush me because that's why they're here. Investment opportunities, tourism, hospitality sector. It is an area that an investor can take on. We have mines and minerals. There's a lot of minerals in Uganda. Investors who are interested in mines and minerals, Uganda is the place to go. Information technologies, there's abundant investment opportunities. Construction, roads, railway, and all those. MSMEs. Uganda is an agricultural country, and most of the times people buy those small-scale machineries from China, and yet we have a lot in India here. So we are inviting investors to go and manufacture these small-scale machineries from Uganda, and then sell not only to Uganda, even to the neighboring countries. Just as I told you that products from Uganda are not only for Ugandans, the neighboring countries come for it. So the market is available in Uganda. Please come and manufacture from Uganda. Financial services, all those. Health sector is big because most of our pharmaceuticals come from India. So investors who can invest in that area and manufacture these drugs from Uganda, they will benefit not only from Uganda, even from the rest of the countries. Competitive labor. Just as I explained to you that our population is young, labor is not an issue. Getting labor in Uganda is an issue. There's no minimum wage that has been set, but of course we do encourage investors to give the local Ugandans, they employ reasonable labor, not labor that can sustain someone, not just labor that can send someone to that street. So, but the government has not restricted on how much you have to pay the labor. All sectors, another very important and interesting is all sectors of economy in Uganda are liberalized. And the economy is growing in East Africa. Free repatriation of profits. Uganda has no restriction on how much you bring in and how much you take out. It is your money, invest it and take out as much as you want. The return on investment is that 100 foreign ownership. Now with Uganda, they don't restrict on whether you should own a business or not, or whether you should partner up with some local investor. This we see it in a number of countries. For you to open up a business, you have to partner up with a local person for you to be able to get license and all those. But Uganda, you can freely own your business, or you can freely partner up with a local investor and do investment. Regional market, Uganda is a member of all those. COMESA, with a market of 600 million people, ESC and SADC. Next. Market access, these are the numbers, 300 from ESC, 600, and Uganda has a special deal with China. By the way, you can manufacture products in Uganda and export to China, because Uganda has a good deal with China. With India, right now we are exporting milk into India, and we are into discussions to bring more product, to allow the Indian business people to bring more Indian products here, Ugandan products to India. Uganda, please go. Next. Uganda is a member of East. Next. The EFCT, with a population, Uganda is also a member of that. And Uganda is also someone who manufactures, any investor from Uganda can benefit from a Goa market. A Goa market is a market that is still virgin. Uganda has not taken advantage of that, because we need foreign investors to take on that, more especially in textile. So a Goa market is there for you. And then also Uganda benefits from European market. Next. You can export, if you manufacture products within Uganda, you can export to any of EU countries as long as they are not armed. Anything to do with arms you cannot take there, but any product within Uganda that is manufactured from Uganda can be exported to EU markets. Agro-processing, these are now the areas for investment. You can invest in that area. You can invest in agro-processing, horticulture, food processing and all that. Heavy and light manufacturing. Textile is another huge potential that someone can go and invest in textiles, because most of our textile products come from EU and China, but locally within Uganda, I think we have 1 or 2 factories. So a huge opportunity for you to go and invest in Uganda, specifically in textile and apparel. Setting up business in Uganda, it takes you only a day to incorporate a company, to open up a business in Uganda. You can own your company. Investment requirements, you need license. For any investor, you need license. You need to apply for license. For trade, I'm being taken in a very speed. I think I cannot manage the speed. What I can do is maybe I should concentrate on incentives. Go. Now Uganda, before we go to incentives, to one-stop center, the government do give investors a lot of incentives to encourage investors to come and invest in Uganda. And it depends on what kind of particular product you're going to invest on. Now, I have a few of them. Like if you have to invest in industrial park, by the way, we have 28 industrial parks. 28 industrial parks across the country. And as I'm talking, we have one industrial park in the western part of Uganda that the president has technically given it to the Indian community. So what the Indian community are doing, they're encouraging their brothers from here to go and, because what they have done is they want to do plug and play. They want to set everything and encourage you to just go there and register with them and start investing. So there is one industrial park in western Uganda that is specifically given to the Indian community. So you can contact us and we give you their contacts and you're ready to go and you're good to do your business there. For developers of industrial park, I'm just going to give a few. You can have exemption of income tax for at least 10 years. 10 years for developers of industrial park. But the condition is at least you have to invest a minimum of USD 50 million for that investment. Then you qualify to have 10-year tax holiday free. Then we also have incentives for operators, people who just go and do plug and play. The facilities have already been set, you just go and hire and start operating. They are also being given incentives for 10 years. But for them, they must have invested at least 10 million, USD 10 million for foreign investors, and for domestic, for local investors, they must have invested USD 3,000. And a lot of other incentives, like if you have to invest outside the industrial park, your factory will have to be gazetted so that you benefit from the incentives. There are also incentives that are indefinite, like for investors who invest in aircraft. Those ones who invest in aircraft, their income tax exemption is indefinite. But however, they have to undergo certain terms and conditions and certain applications they have to undergo through it. Like for instance, if you also invest in people with disability, if you invest in people with disabilities, you benefit from tax incentives. So the list is very long. What I can do is I will prepare that document and share with you at the end of that day. If you were interested in investing in Uganda, you can ask for a copy of my presentation. It's a detailed presentation. I can share with you even the details of tax incentives. I'll be able to share with you. Now, one thing that is very, very important that I cannot leave this place without telling you is the government has set up a one-stop center to make your life easy. That you can go to Uganda and just go to one building like this that has different government offices so that you don't have to move from one side of the country to another. So your registration, your everything will be handled under that one-stop center. And any question that you want, interested in, can be answered. And by the way, for investors, the government do give them free land. Free land, but it depends on what kind of investment what are you investing in? More especially in agro-processing, if you're going to add value in agriculture, you're going to invest in pharmaceutical. There are a number of areas that are priority. The government can identify for you land, that you use that land on lease for a specific period of time, and at the end of the day, you can renew, or if you're tired, you can surrender it back to government. But at least you're given a lease of 50 years to use the land. But the terms and condition is you're given 5 years to develop the specific land given. Okay. Yeah. So I'm sorry my time has gone over, but I would like to talk more and more. I don't have that time, but please, I'm around. You can contact me and we can have more business discussion. visit Uganda and see you in Uganda. Thank you.